Hi everyone, this is Tracy from We Craft at Home, and I'm just going to do a couple of the Tattered Lace projects with you. I'm not going to go through printing them out because that's on the other videos, but this is more about how I've changed it around and done my own thing. Now this one, I'm going to do 3 projects today. So this one, I've got the 3D already and everything. I wanted a brighter colour behind because I think the brown is quite solemn. I don't know how everyone else feels about that, but you know, that's the main change I've done. And I also took some of the bees from issue 2 and I'm going to add them onto the card as well, just as a added extra. So I've just used some orange card, just gonna glue around the edges. I hope you've all sorted with your files now, because that was a bit of a nightmare. I seem to be okay, but so I don't see the point in printing out just a bit of coloured square. I'd rather just cut out some coloured card I've already got. So even if I had gone with the brown like they had, I would have used coloured card and not the Charisma file. I feel like it's a waste of ink to do a solid colour like that. So there we go, that's that. Even though this is also feeling like a pretty much of a waste because you're covering it. But I'm going to do this flat as well. Just want to do a couple of the edges. Okay. I love the actual shape of this card. I like the idea of it, and it's fresh and bright. That's why I wanted the orange. I really wanted like a honey colour like this, but I didn't have it, so I went for the next colour, which, you know, is orange because of the flowers and everything. So this I'm going to put on 3D. Okay, I'm just going to stick this down with glue because I 3D'd the rest of it. I have to say, I do love this. When you're doing this, make sure it doesn't go off the bottom of the card. So I should have shown you really that the card shape, you've got one with a fold and that goes on the back so that it'll go like that. Then I've got Little Missy, and I think maybe I'll just use throw that bit away because it's all dried up and nasty. Just want to use a tiny bit of tape just put a bit there and a bit there. That's it. And then she can stand up. Stand up. Is she sitting on a flower perhaps? Okay, so we'll do it like that. There we go. And then I've got these bees that I've cut loads out. I don't need that many. But I really thought, just want to circle it round a bit, that it would go really well with the rest of the project. And I think you need one on the flower. And then all I was going to do okay, so I'll do that one coming down away from it. There we go. So I've used the basics of the card. I've just added some stuff myself and used a different colour because I wanted to brighten it up a little bit. Easily done. That's the first one anyway. Now the second one, I loved the arrow card, but I wanted to try some different colours. Now I did write down what one this is. Okay, so this first one is Bumblebee, no. Oh yeah, Bumblebee 4. This one is arrow card number 7. Now I deliberately haven't done it all. So I decided on blues and silvers. And what I would do is glue it on the inside because the inside layers will cover the join. So you've got to cut 2 of these out and you put one on each end of the card. So the other side you do exactly the same. I won't bore you with that, but so that you'd have a card like that. They do a part that opens in the middle, but I'm not sure about that myself, so I haven't printed it out yet. I'll show you what I came up with for my son. He's a big D&D fan, so I've done it like this with a string down there, and that holds, for them it's the D&D dice in the middle and a scene of it. And then I've got another string here that I'm going to do the D&D logo. So it'll be like that. That's just that's for my son, you know, just using the template in a different way. Just showing you that, you know, I really like that idea of the dice sitting there on the string. I had to do it a bit further out because I wasn't sure going right in would work, but actually it probably would. Yeah, and then I've got another string there that I'm going to put something else on. And then just the greeting. So that's my other idea of using this. So I do really like this one. So you can see how easy it is to put together. But you can put your own thing in the middle, or do like what I've done. Maybe with this one, put a string down and have something floating. Even if it's just a flower, I think that is an amazing card. Thing about this one, you'll definitely have to do an envelope to match it, because it's very big. So make sure that you use the envelopes on that one. Now this one is definitely my favourite, but it's the Ballerina Easel. Where's my bit of Everyday Lace 2. But I had this paper and I just knew, just make sure I've got them both there. My printer doesn't take cards, so I've had to use a bit of card to stick it on. So I'll just do that quickly. I didn't kind of like the pattern they used on the ballerina. So I had this in one of my paper pads. I mean, you can get them everywhere now, can't you? In all the paper pads. The Works ones I've got them in. So I just thought flooring like a ballet studio. That's what I was going for. Wasn't a good girl, I didn't fold it with a bone folder. Okay, so you got that, and then it folds like that because it's the first part of the easel. So you got it like that. And this is the next part of the easel. What I've done two, so that the wood effect is on the back and the front, because otherwise you can see the white, and I didn't quite like that. So there's the bend. You have the bend and then the bend again. I'm going to use my bone folder again. Maybe I should secure the... No, there you go. I changed the fold line they used. I changed to a smaller score line because I think the big one always tends to tear. So I always use, I think it's the third one down. I always tend to try and go for that. Okay, so where's my, there we go. And then this one is going to stick on there. So you've got two together that fold and fold in again. and then you've got one on its own that you're going to stick on top. Just like an easel card really, but they don't show you that in the video she does. I think they need to do more detailed videos. I know it's very hard because they're doing so many. Okay, so now that's stuck together. There's my ballerina, and I've left everything just white and just put her on there, and it's the same paper that I've used in the backing part, which I will show you in a minute. Her I'm going to use a 3D. I love the concept of this card, of the ballerina being standing out in front of the card like she does. I absolutely adore this one. %, my favourite one so far. Okay, so for the front of the card, I'm not sure I've done the right thing, but with the lace square, I drew the left a bit in there. I drew the cut lines in and just cut out the actual hole parts so that it goes like that. I didn't think it would look right drawn in pink, so I'd done it in grey. I'm just not sure I'd done the right thing. So I'm just going to put a few of these little pads . So that just needs to go on straight. There we go. And then I'll do this one up a little bit too. That's just going to need two. So now mine has got that, like that. So there's still that matches the bottom. Now we need the stoppers. The ballerina is obviously going to be the stopper for that. So we need to glue this stopper on the back of the card, or bottom of the card. Do you know, I think I am going to cut off the leg, otherwise it's got to go too far back. There we go, that's better. And then I got these, which I got from Cutting Craftorium Eclectic Mix, but ballet shoes. I thought that might go better, and I decoupage them up as well, so that they're I resized them. I took the detail size. I resized them, and I've done them in the same pattern as the dress and the centre. So this is what I have so far, and then all I need to do is the sentiment on the topper. I might even get from the same one as this, it's just got a file that says dance. That might look nice across the middle, but I much preferred that to the one that they done. It's more ballerina-esque maybe, and then maybe just do some gems around the side or in the lace. But this is definitely 100% my favourite file so far. I love the way the ballerina just stands out in front of the card. Okay, well, I hope I've given you a few ideas to work differently, and I'll see you again next month. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.